So I'm joined here with Mr. James Hurman from Previously Unavailable and author of The Case for Creativity, as well as other publications. Great to have you here, James. We had a panel on AI and creativity. We looked at some Ipsos data sets and research. I felt we had a great discussion.
Yeah.
What was top of mind for you? What was the key things that came through?
I mean, the thing that I loved was the realization that a logical work is really effective, right? Or that illogicality adds a kind of a level of effectiveness to work. I think that's really interesting because I've always loved really kind of bonkers illogical work, but I've never seen it sort of quantified and supported in the way that you have with the study. So I was delighted by that. And I think, some of the examples like Flat Eric, I love Flat Eric.
Yeah,
Flat Eric was so cool. And you were right. I mean, Flat Eric is like, it's a product demonstration, right?
Yeah.
It's a product demonstration wrapped up in an awesome, bonkers, crazy, creative idea. And so the ad really does do all the hard work of a product ad, but it just frames it up in this world that's just mental and just so fun to kind of watch and be a part of. Yeah.
That's great perspective, and I'm glad you like the ad as well. I do, though, on that note, I do love that ad because there's just so many layers to it for me.
Yeah.
So it's not just about humor, it's not just about an emotional high. It does have rational products information in there. It's got a story, it's got some craziness, and that just for me really represents actually how hard it can be to be super effective and creative.
Yeah. I mean, they applied a really deft touch. I mean, that was a sort of BBH in one of their really kind of great periods where they just had such good taste, and so the ability to sort of balance the necessary fundamentals. How do we present the product in a way that it shines, but how do we also do that in a way that's incredibly kind of emotionally engaging? It's so cool, and it does take really good hands to create that sort of work. And man, yeah, I just love it, and we've got to just continue to learn how we make the hands of the industry really good, right? So you can shepherd work through that. My creative director at Colenso had this saying. He said, ideas are like butterflies; they die in clumsy hands. And I thought that was a really lovely way of expressing it. To get great work out takes really careful stewardship, and for all of the the stakeholders in the work to really trust in the creative person, that they've got the best taste in the room, right? And it's really good to defer to them on all that subjective stuff. I think they nailed it.
100%, and especially back then, without this kind of data set and understanding, and of course a lot of other great work as well that talks, like your work, for example, about the power of creativity and driving effectiveness. So all the more kudos to BBH back then for making that ad.
Yeah.
And I have not much more to say, James, than thank you very much for your time.
It's been great, buddy.
It's been a pleasure. We talked about tools. We talked about in more than one way. We talked about data. We talked about creativity. So I wish you a great rest of Cannes this week.
Thanks, man, and you too.
Yeah, we'll see you there. Thanks very much, everybody.